Another big name made a stop in western Iowa, trying to win over voters well ahead of the 2016 January caucus. The most recent candidate to visit Council Bluffs, Jeb Bush of Florida, a famous name trying to follow in his brother and father's footsteps. Good evening, I'm Craig DeGrelli.
And I'm Jennifer Griswold. There are 15 GOP presidential candidates, but only one of them can win the nomination. And they aren't wasting any time garnering support. KMTV Action 3 News senior reporter Jake Wazakowski joins us with more. Jake?
Jen and Craig, big names continue to announce their intentions to run for president. A local expert says it'll probably take a long time to separate the field.
Let's give a hearty welcome to our next president, Jeb Bush.
Another day, another major candidate. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush makes a stop in Council Bluffs at Barley's Bar. Hundreds hear his message of unity at a time when he says there's so much angst.
A Republican will never win by striking fear in people's hearts. A Republican can win and will win if we have an aspirational message that gives people hope that their lives will be better when we apply conservative principles the right way.
Bush is one of more than a dozen people seeking the Republican presidential nomination.
I'm running for president.
Oh, great.
Many of whom have already visited the first in the nation caucus state.
This is historically a pretty crowded field for either party.
UNO Poli-Sci professor Randall Atkins says that it creates more choices, but voters will have to be more informed on each candidate.
Hey, young man, how are you?
You know, I've heard some people say that it dilutes the field, but I don't really agree with that because our presidential nomination process takes such a long period of time.
Atkins says right now candidates are building a campaign organization, raising money, and honing their message.
And it gives candidates an opportunity to figure out what it is that voters want to hear and to try to craft that message so that it's appealing to voters.
Yeah, still have to think about it.
Voters like Patricia Huff wanted to find out where Bush stood and appreciated the open dialogue.
It's really good that he was willing to take questions from the audience, find out what was important to us.
Atkins also says historically some would drop out of the race because they were out of money. So you may see candidates from both sides of the race stick around a lot longer because now they're supported by super PACs. Reporting live, Jake Wazakowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Jeb Bush is trying to stand out in a very crowded field. He has 14 Republican competitors. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is the latest to enter the fray. He will be at the Hy-Vee in Council Bluffs this Saturday at 8 a.m. 5 Democrats are in the race, including former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, former Maryland Governor Marty O'Malley, and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.